Hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to the Flames of Fury mission for Call to Arms. We're playing with the Ultimate War mod on, which gives us access to T-72Ms, Malayukas, and even updated T-62s and T-54, T-55s, including the Lion of Babylon that you see there in the back. We've got a little bit of a civil war here in this fictional Middle Eastern country, and we see a lot of elite fighters here from the force that is trying to basically maintain order, and rebel forces here in front of us at this village that are trying to oppose us, who have allied with the Americans. You can see the little American flag waving here at their command post. We've got a lot of tanks to fight against, a lot of infantry to fight against, and we must secure this oil pipeline here to make sure that we are the only business in town, so to speak. So the Americans are on the other side of the river. We've got rebel forces here in front of us, including a few positions that we have to capture. Again, the command post here at the village, the pumping station, and then finally the refinery over there off in the distance. I don't want to show you too much of the map, but there are a lot of surprises lying in wait for us. And again, I'd like to thank the mod maker, or rather the map maker, which I'll link that map down below. And this mod, of course, kind of made by me. I don't really know how to upload it or anything like that, and pretty much it's just going to be a simple sandbox playthrough of this in the editor, which a lot of you have been asking for. So without further ado, let's get started here. Again, we'll be playing as these forces here. So let the battle begin. Let us start here. So we must capture that refinery by nightfall, and we already hear a shootout going on. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that. It looks like the enemy forces there are lying in wait and ready to ambush us, and they're letting us know that they are there. So we've got a couple of BMP-2Ms, so we're going to use those, as well as T-72Ms, and we've also got some T-80Us as well. So we're a highly funded squad or group. All right, we can already hear enemy armor approaching, so let's get started. Now, one cool thing that we can do is we've got our 125mm cannon here. We can actually go into first-person mode, and we can already see enemy armor right there. They haven't yet detected us, and even though they've got scouts around. So one thing we can do is use that first-person mode a lot, and we can even, by going into Shift-F, we can even go into first-person mode here with some of the guns, which is kind of cool. It's going to be a little bit it's going to be an FPS, it's going to be an RTS, it's going to be a lot of things. So we're going to have a lot of fun here. So let's bring up that mini-map again and keep an eye on enemy movements as they're coming down the road. And let's start our attack. We're going to have some tanks go to the right road and to the left road. We'll bring up our Lion of Babylon on the left side. We'll keep our T-80s in the back on the right side, and if you hadn't noticed, there is an ATGM around there somewhere, scouts report, so we're going to go ahead and get some of our guys down and start crawling around. There's really not a lot of cover here. There is, and then suddenly there isn't, so let's have those guys crawl on the left side, and we'll sprint up on the right side here, just to get out of enemy fire positions. There's some right there. Looks like this is going to be our first engagement with the enemy. So let's go ahead and pop up there onto those rocks. Here we go. We already got fire going. Oh, look at that. First enemy combatant down. Friendly's down, too. Got some elite guardsmen, by the way. These are the GRM guards, so they are ready to rock against these militia forces that are in front of us. Just basically villagers defending their village, and they're being paid by the Americans to work with them and or their sympathizers, so thus they need to be dealt with swiftly. So let's go ahead and continue our attack with the tanks. Let's see what we can do. Oh, it looks like we got some infantry crawling around on the road. Let's go ahead and take out our hull gunner, or our AA gunner here. Oh, and that's not good for you, sir. Alright, let's see what else we got around here. Oh, some more up there running around. Actually, let's prime target right there. T-55 trying to engage us. T-54. Let's open fire on him. Oh, I think we just popped him. We may have just gotten him good. He may have not seen us there. I think we possibly killed the turret gunner. I'm not sure. There we go. Oh, that's... Okay, that is definitely dead right there, whatever that is. Alright, let's continue to move up here. Enemy reinforcements are on the way, by the way. They will receive reinforcements shortly. So, ooh, shit, what was that? That looked like an ATGM rocket flying around. Hold on a second. Our T-72 is engaging a unit up here. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. T-80BV. All right, we gotta bro down with our T-80Us then to beat that. Wow, we're exchanging fire. Looks like two of them. They're coming up on the right side. Look at this. There's two of them just knocking on the door, and plenty of infantry to reinforce them. These guys are no noobs. They know what they're doing. And our tanks are sucking. They're missing. Holy shit, the fire. That's incredible. Look at the amount of fire going back and forth between these tanks. Nobody can hit anything, but damn, it is a damn Star Wars battle here. Look at the explosions, just a multitude of tanks. We're getting lucky with the amount of tanks that are coming at us, but it's not going to be that easy. Those were just the easy ones. You can guarantee that there's going to be more lying in wait and ready for us. All right, we've got looks to be an elevated position here with sandbags around. It could be a mortar or a machine gun, so we're definitely going to want to be cautious with our advance. We're only getting lucky here so far. And luckily we haven't lost too many tanks, but we can't We can't let the enemy just sit there like that. So we gotta, by the way, we gotta take this by nightfall. That's the order. So we've got to speed up our advance too. So if we're taking losses, it's because of our orders are to basically do this hastily. Oh, look at that ATGM on the left side. We've got confirmation of it being there. Okay, so we can repair that tank a little bit later, but it is down for now, and it looks like the hull destroyed on that T-80BV. All right, let's have some more infantry come up. Let's have some of our guys get off this ridge and get into the damn fight. That BMP is out of the way, so they spotted that from earlier. That's why they didn't advance up further than that ridge. All right, taking cover on that wall. Let's go ahead and get some of these guys crawling up here too. Tanks are firing back. We've got a roadblock here. We can't go around this tank with all these buildings here, so we'll have to attack from another position. Oh, hull destroyed on yet another vehicle. Oh, looks like they spotted some. Oh yes, a technical SPG was lying in wait there. Wow, that is amazing. We destroyed a T-80BV ×2, also a BMP-2. Enemies lost a lot so far. They did not act against our forces as they were arriving, so now they're paying for it now. They were probably told to, hold position. All right, let's see what we can do over here. Actually, let's go ahead and see if we can do this. We've got a few snipers, by the way, to utilize. We should probably make do with those guys. All right, our guys are firing unnecessarily at units now. Let's go ahead and have them hold fire. They're trying to fire at the... I think, oh, it's because the SPG is rearmed again, but they're going to waste all their ammunition. All right, we got a couple of sniper teams. Let's get these guys up on the line. And, man, are these tanks going to still engage like that? Let's arm with 125mm HE round. That'll take this out once and for all. AP can only, basically hull damage that vehicle, so you got to use HE to finish them off. All right, looks like apparently our turret was nowhere near that building, but apparently we took out a little bit of that house. Oh, maybe I didn't see it. Well, it's not in the way anymore, and yet again loading AP. So let's just decrew it, and let's finish off this vehicle. Let's see if we can put a shell through it. Yeah, see, all you can do is crew it at that point. But if it gets crewed again, the machine gun should act nicely against that. And we're down to just one gunner in that tank, unfortunately. All right, we got to get some more tank crew up here to try to replenish that. Looks like we got some fighters down by the river. All right, let's get a sniper up here first. Got a marksman. There we go. Let's get into that sniper mode. Let's grab a sniper, take out that MG position if we can. It's going to be quite difficult for our troops to get through if we don't do this. So let's go ahead and go into first-person mode and see if we can crawl our way up there. All gillied up all over again. Kind of strange, but it works. All right, where are these enemy troops now? Let's see, we're facing the other way. All right, so here's the pinning down Americans or something like that down by the river. Not sure. All right, now where's that enemy position? Ah, there we are. Okay, so we've got that position to take out. Looks like there's a guy right there. Let's go ahead and see if we can get him. Oh, I see. We've got to just wait for the scope to be zeroed in. There we go. That's one down. Machine gunners opening fire on our position. They don't know where we're at. Trying to suppress. And that's 2 for 2 right there. All right, good. Well, it looks like there could be another one. All right, we'll have the sniper continue to pin him down. Oop, let's get out of that mode now. All right, let's have some of our men move up. We're going to move up now onto that. Oh, it looks like they're opening fire on guys who are just out in the open, wandering around. Right, so we've got reinforcement tank crew available, just in case one of our vehicles was crewed. They were dropped off earlier. We've got our T-80U ready, our T-72Ms. Lost a couple of men as well, so we got to make sure our vehicles are fully armed in order to, function properly. I think that might be one too many guys for that, so we'll send 3 of them to this tank, and we'll reassess if and when needed. All right, we're advancing here onto this position. Looks like a couple of militiamen are falling back to the village. This is going to be where the big fight's going to break out now. Ooh, damn, they're sniping some of our guys getting onto the tanks. Bastards. They've got a sniper, too. All right, we're going to have to do a bigger advance now. Make sure we can get up there. All right, let's see if we can get up to this position. We might be able to throw... Oh, are they in cover? Yeah, a couple guys are in cover, so we're going to move up here. And I can still hear that the ATGM firing off, so... Clearing out positions over here on the right side. Some of our guys out in the open now. Still a lot of cover next to the road, though. A lot of walls and the elevation there. Luckily, that tank was destroyed earlier. That's sitting in front of us. But our armor's not going to be able to move up until that ATGM is out of the way. I don't know why our tank man keeps trying to engage here. We should be able to get a tank commander, but maybe that's not a pivotal role anymore for these guys. All right, we'll go ahead and back him up to the wall. All right, let's continue to advance with our guardsmen. We've still got plenty of friendlies to utilize, but again, we need to go a lot faster, and I think it's about time we bring up one of our APCs, one of our BMP-2s, and that should be useful in the town against light vehicles and also infantry. Our sniper's doing a good job of pinning everybody down. Oh, we're still taking some losses here with a little bit of a firefight. All right, keep moving up here. Squad lead with them. Good elevated position here to take care of anybody down by the pipeline. And our BMPs arrived. All right, now one thing I'm going to do is bring this to the left. I can see that ATGM trying to fire off again. Looks like he hit the dirt that time, so let's finish this off. Ooh, wait a minute. There is a T-62 active armor. Where the hell did they get that? Oh, shit. All right, both of our fighters are down there. Now, the ATGM can't fire through there. There's too much of a hill in the way and rocks and such. So we might be able to flank this thing. Let's try to go around the long way. Oh, wait a minute. That reactive armor is sitting right there, though. Alright, it's not going to be easy for us to get up there. We can't take losses with that ATGM, so we're going to have to do it on the main road then. ATGM is still trying to fire at some of our troops, too. Sending a message. Right, well, the right flank is completely open, so we've got our gap in the armor now, the enemy forces. Our guardsmen are doing a real good job of advancing. They've made some real good progress, and we've got that tank's attention, too. ATGM crew is being wounded there. That guy probably shot in the stomach, unfortunately, for him. Ooh, damn. ATGM is not happy with us. All right, let's see if we can get up here against this wall. Come on, come on, come on. All right, we're in good cover now. We are in good cover. All right, some of those guys still falling back to defensive positions. Once the ATGM is down, we are good to go. There goes the grenade, and there goes the crew. Boom, baby. Yes, all right, ATGM is down. So it can be recruited, but our infantry's sitting right there, so it should be able to take it down. Let's see if we can hop into the. Let's see if we can get a quick sniper shot with our ATGMs on our BMP-2. I'm not sure if it actually can fire those. Let me see. I don't think it can. Let's try to do it with one of the tanks instead. In fact, let's bring up our T-80 that's been so patient over here, our T-80U. And we do have an AP armor-piercing shell armed. And by the way, we've got access to heat rounds. And then also APCR rounds as well. Let's fire up a heat. It's got reactive armor. I'm not sure how it's going to do against that. Oh, apparently this is a... Wait, it's loading a frag round, apparently. Oh, that's maybe what was loaded last. Okay, apparently it's not loading the heat. There we go. That's what I wanted. All right, there we go. Heat FS 125, 3V BK 16. Kind of difficult to drive around, by the way, with rocks and such like that. So some of these maps can be very difficult to traverse. And we still got to advance here, so... Oh, look at our snipers and everything all looking nice in their camo. Alright, we should be able to hit this tank. We just need to move around the side. Alright, so we're going to bring up our tank now. He is loaded. Oh, there we go. We got a shot on him right here. Wow, look at this, you guys. It's like War Thunder or something now all of a sudden. We've got a shot at him. You can see the gunner, but that bunker is kind of in our way. Alright, let's, the tank's going to keep an eye on him. We're going to keep up, moving on up then, and make sure this tank's secure. We don't want that tank to be ambushed by enemy fighters. So let's go ahead and move around the tank. Well, now he's got his attention. Alright, he knows we're there now. We're coming at him from so many angles. It's going to be quite a battle. So all their reinforcements have been bopped down. They did have 2 T-80 BVs in reinforcement. They lost that BMP-2 as well in a defensive position. That's technical, not too big of a deal. But we're moving up now from no cover to cover. So that's much better than where we were. Alright, let's bring up our T-80 now. Our friendly fighters are here now too. T-80 having a little bit of trouble negotiating. Oh, there's a lot of rocks in its way too. I don't know if we can actually advance from down here. I guess we're going to just have to do it the good old-fashioned way of just coming right up and point-blanking them. Alright, so there's a lot of fighters at the village now coming out to play. Good. These sympathizers will be dealt with quite quickly. Another grenade going out onto that ATGM. They seem to possibly be attempting to reman that, but it's been dropped now. That ATGM's been tipped over, so I don't know if they can actually utilize it. Tank is in a defensive position, a real good defensive position too, because he might be able to actually fire through that hole now that the tank crew's gone, so it's still blocking the T-72Ms. But we've got our T-80 here now ready to play with its heat round. And he doesn't even see him, does he? Let's see if we can get a nice shot on him. No armor! No armor hit. The heat round. It's got that reactive armor though. I don't know how good that is against this type of a shell. Alright, let's try the... Oh, actually, it loaded standard ammunition again. Alright, we're going to load the Russian APCR now. He can't shoot at us. He's got a little bit of a wall in the way. We'll give him a fair shot in a second. Alright, let's have ourselves a tank battle then. Good old-fashioned. Apparently an autocannon's firing too. From our BMP possibly. There we go. We finally broke through. Broke the enemy's back on that one. BMPs are approaching now. Enemy reinforcements. They're getting more reinforcements now. Let's get our tank column moving now that we've finally gotten through that ATGM. See, we might be able to get around this tank somewhere. Let's try to go far right and far left. We'll have the Lion of Babylon move up now. Got that from Saddam on sale, by the way, before he passed away. Got that in the state sale. Alright. Oh, shit. What was that? ATGM firing off. Oh, damn. Hull damage on the BMP-2. Oh, nice. Finished off that BMP-1 that moved in. Looks like a second BMP. Oh, damn. 2 vehicles down now. The T-80U is down from the ATGM hit. Alright, we got to repair those. That's not going to be good. Alright, that's going to slow our progress down slightly. I think, was this hull destroyed? We might be able to repair some of our vehicles, but it's going to take time. But we don't have any more time to waste. It's now time to clear this village. Let's get in there. Let's get it done. Alright, we're going to come into the right side with guards. Oh yeah, there's fighters everywhere. Alright, let's crawl up. We'll move from cover to cover. Oh yeah, there's going to be firefights here all day. Let's take this position. Going to move up into the village now. We're going to try to take this top area, make sure it's completely clear of enemies. Alright, looks like we've gotten everyone who is causing trouble here. Looks like we can crawl in right through where the ATGM is, so that's good. Alright, now hopefully the Americans don't charge across to help them. Of course, the Americans are just here to assist in their own interests. Those capitalist pig dogs are basically in the refinery, and that's their only interest. Holy shit, the BMP was up again. Thank God we finished him off. Yeah, I think he ran over one of our guys. That's alright, our infantry is a lot more expendable than our tanks, though we don't want to lose all of them. Our tank is still trying to fire at this vehicle here that's not completely finished off. Let's go ahead and see if we can convince this T-55A crew to hop out. Got ourselves a salvaged C4 shell, or rather a charge, which means that we'll put an end to the AI firing shells unnecessarily right at its frontal armor. Well, if that crew doesn't want to get out, then we'll convince them to get out, because our way is the only way. There we go. Alright, that vehicle's dealt with. Alright, let's advance on the right side then. Lion of Babylon can come on up. No more enemy reinforcements to mess with, and it looks like the right side's relatively clear of enemy infantry. And with these bigger tanks, there's not much they can do to stop us unless they're using, you know, heavier AT. So, you know, tanks and such would be a bigger problem for us. So let's go ahead and bring up another infantry squad to advance with this tank on the right side. Just pushing that BMP right out of the way. Whoa, what's this? Hold on a second. A slightly damaged, ooh, it's not able to fire back. I don't know what the hell that is, but it's toast now. It's like a little French armored car or something that they got. Oh, it looks like they were possibly trying to shoot through the wall, and or their gun was damaged at some point. Push this BMP out of the way. It's light enough for us to push. Ooh, shit, another T-55A. Alright, hold on a second. Let's stay right here. Alright, we got a T-55A there. It's time for a full assault, though. We can't waste time anymore. It's all about full advance now. We got to get going. We don't have time to wait for BMPs and T-80s and such. Let's just continue our advance. Now that the village is relatively clear, we can start bringing up more of the heavy armor and infantry. We'll have our Lion pull over there for a second. Looks like we've got an open door on the right and left side, so let's go ahead and stay away from that center. We'll cross it if we need to. More infantry coming up. Oop, looks like our tank's getting a little stuck there on the edge of the building. That's one little thing in Call to Arms. If buildings kind of aren't fully destructible yet, you can plow through them, but you can't. The foundations, they make very good house foundations in Call to Arms. They really do. Alright, infantry's coming up. Hopefully that tank can navigate its way through. Back on the left side, vehicles being repaired, no big deal. Alright, let's go ahead and continue our advance then. Alright, what else we got here? Let's bring up an AT group. Now that we're closer in city, our AT troopers here, we've got 4 guys with RPG-7s and another one with an RPG-29 Vampire. So we'll go ahead and bring that up. And let's go ahead and bring him up to our T-80U that made it through. Alright, so we're keeping a lot of our vehicles in cover for now until we're through this village completely. We don't know how many defenders are still here, but we are almost at the communication post, and it looks like they even had AA on top of buildings as well, which means that we wouldn't have been able to do any sort of, you know, earlier. Oh, what was that? Some aerial campaign would have been impossible. Is that I guess a grenade went off somewhere. Let's get more of our guys to cover. Don't want to just be standing around. Oop, I hear some fire. Oh yeah, we got a little bit of an engagement over here on this left side, or right side rather. Our Lion of Babylon has been upgraded. The crew has got a level 3 veterancy. Oh yeah. What's up, T-55A? You aren't going to stand a chance. Alright, let's bring up our infantry too to help fight that if there's any other infantry around. There we go, engine damaged on him, and I think he's been light. Yep, he's on fire. You can hear him smoldering. He's going to blow in any second now. Alright, let's continue to move up with our infantry. Where's that AT squad, by the way? Did they make it here? To find out where they went. Oh, we've got infantry on the right side too. Let's continue to push up with them. Alright, everybody's funneling into the attack now. Really got the enemy on the run. So, village capture completed. Here's our AT team, by the way. Let's go ahead and have them move up too. We'll keep them in a squad. And let's go ahead and bring them up here to this area. Okay, let's look around for more enemy troops. And also, let's capture this command center here. We're actually going to storm it real quick. See if there's any intel inside there. It looks like they were defending the exterior of it. The Americans could have already kind of hightailed it, or it could just be a strong point and them showing that they're, you know, allied with the Americans. But looks like we've got it now. So that is objective 1 out of the way, and we've got a vehicle repaired. Where is that? Our T-80 finally repaired too. Glad we didn't waste any more time on that. Okay, so let's go ahead and advance then. We've got our T-80 here, and we've got our, let's see, we've got a T-72M here as well. And our Lion of Babylon, too, holding the high ground as well. The Lion's holding the high ground. Let's go ahead and get some of our troops out of the way of this tank. They can take cover on the left side. This guy can chill here. There we go. Alright, so we've got overwatch of the refinery pipeline, and there is the pumping station, our next objective. So let's go ahead and consolidate around that. Let's look and see what we've got for reinforcements remaining. We've got 2 BTR-82As. I think I'd like to utilize one of those. And let's load that up with a squad if we can. See how many men we can pack into that. Additionally, we've got another BMP-2M and another T-72M available. So if you think that's a lot, it might not really be. You know, if we start taking a lot of losses. We've been lucky so far in ambushing T-80 BVs and such, but of course luck is more training on the battlefield. It looks like the last of our men have piled in here, so all but one. That's fine. Alright, we'll have our BTR-82A come up and work its way through the wreckage here. Let's have additional armor come up now. It's time to kind of consolidate and make sure we've got everything on the line. So we've got 2 T-80Us now. We know that the enemy has some decent armor, so we can keep them on the front as well as the Lions of Babylon. And we'll keep this other one over here, so let's kind of keep bringing up what we need. This tank here is still possibly crewable, so let's see if we can get that up and running again and get some more men, get that thing off the road. It's hindering the whole advance. Meanwhile, let's bring up the rest of our infantry. Again, we've got all of our fighters around the main area for where the enemy was. The T-62A with reactive armor and the T-55A in the center destroyed, and as well as that T-55A on the right side. Those were their defending forces, and then of course they got ambitious with their attack. Alright, let's go ahead and bring up tanks. Malyuka too. I suppose we can kind of, let's keep him right where he's at there. That's a little safer for him. It's a very good unit against enemy tanks, so we don't want that ATGM to, you know, perish to any sort of nincompoopness that I might have. Yes, that is a word. All right, so we've got 2 squads left. Let's go ahead and upload 1 squad to the BTR, and then we've got a tank crew too that can recrew that other tank that was on the road that got hit by the ATGMs earlier. Looks like they're not. Oh, they are repairing it. Yes, so it should be sometime soon, I hope. All right, we'll have the Lion of Babylon stack up. We've got our BMP here as well. Looks like a couple of crewmen survived that, so that's better than nothing. And we'll continue to bring up our tanks. All right, so yeah, that's the you know, that's the less than fun part, is having to get ready for the next attack. But the next attack is here. And, oh, wait a minute. Speaking of here, here is an enemy T-55A. Best thing to use against that would be our AT crew. Oh, we've got a couple of AT guys ready to rock. And it's hard to tell which troops are ours and which troops are the enemies. It is the Civil War, so I believe that's an enemy soldier from earlier. So none of our our AT guys got killed. These T-55As are kind of hard to kill. So let's see if we can send one of these guys out on a mission to destroy that T-55A. Shouldn't be too hard, by the way. He's ready to ambush any vehicles that might come down the street, and we could suffer some losses if we do. So let's go ahead and at least advance with the tank first. Maybe we can get his attention. Let's get some of our guys off the street. Remove some of these barriers too for infantry to advance. Let's get into our tank and show how glorious this advance is. Look at how cool these narrow streets are too, by the way. Very realistic and excellent map. I am really privileged to be playing on this, and another special thanks to those map makers who allow us to you know, toy around and modify what they've already modified. A very good map, and it should be an official one. We don't have his attention yet, but let's see if we can just get his attention. Oh, hello. Oh, hull destroyed. No need for the Vampire. So he was distracted by those other vehicles, but let's go ahead and turn all of our armor towards the enemy now. And let's do a big attack here. We need to show, this is more for bravado. We need to show the enemy that we are no fools and that we are not a force to be reckoned with. So we've got orders for an all-out advance here on the next enemy positions here. So let's get up there and start fighting. We're going to have a tank come on down. Getting some cover. Oh, wait a minute. What do we got here? Enemy mortar positions times 3. Oh, that's actually a very good dug-in position, as well as a couple of... let's see, is there fighters over here? Oh, they are shooting. Yep, here's a couple of militiamen. If you hadn't seen them earlier, these must be the villagers who've retreated. They're sympathetic to the Americans, so you know they've got to go, unfortunately. So let's continue to advance. Maybe we can flank some of these guys on the right side, move from cover to cover. And we've got our tank coming down too. It's going to be a big pain in the ass to get vehicles down there. As you can see, our tank crew's having a little trouble driving today. And these are not some small vehicles either, but let's see if we can help him out a little bit. Looks like he can't get around what seems to probably be a rock, yeah. Some of the rocks in the village have got to go. Though they look beautiful and realistic, it really hinders vehicle movement, so that might be something to move out of the way. Alright, we did, however, successfully make it through with one tank. I guess he's still having trouble driving, so I'll get him to the bottom. That's about all the help I can get him. There we go. Alright, that's one tank through. So again, capturing that village was extremely important to move our troops through this area, and the river could be crossed, except all of the bridges have been completely destroyed and or are not worth, you know, they can't hold our heavy armor. So we could bring infantry across, but that wouldn't do. The only thing that's going to do here would be the crossing just behind the pumping station, which is another reason why we're capturing it. So let's continue to push up. We've got a lot of troops here ready to go. And our consolidation from earlier was good. We got our Lion of Babylon here. I think the Lion can get down on his own. And let's continue to bring up the rest of our armor. Now again, we're going to, let's actually see if we can flank that position. Looks like our men dismounted out of that BTR. So let's actually have them, let's just have anybody and anybody hop into that BTR. And look at how the doors open. That is so cool. The doors open up on the side and they just hop right in. So one thing we're going to do is we're going to try to rush that mortar position. Looks like they are opening fire on that village from time to time. And we're still firing back at militiamen. Looks like is that tank still operational? Seems to be a vehicle here. Oh! We should eliminate that. That is a enemy ZPU on a truck, so let's go ahead and get rid of that if we can. Well, maybe not that, Brian. Maybe fire at this instead. Alright, let's see if we can... There we go. Good work taking out that brick. Alright, now, for real, though. There we go. That's a cool explosion. Alright, we've dealt with the remaining of enemy armor, and it looks like they're still trying to fight back. We've got to get up over this hump now. There's a little bit of a kind of a ridge here. Let's have our men take cover at this wall. Nice. Fully auto shotgun. There's some stragglers in the village, but we're not going to worry about them. They will, we'll get back to them eventually. Let's go ahead and continue to move up at the top of the village. And we've got some RPG fighters. We'll mix them into our groups now. It's going to be a crazy mix mash of fighting. Oh, and they've got their mortars pumping. So we better start pumping the base and start pumping the gas and get up there with our BMP. It looks like our guys are just hopping out of the BMP, so we're not going to waste any more time. I was going to flank it and see if we could flank the mortars with our BTR and, you know, drop off some troops, but that's a no-go. So let's go ahead and drive around here. It's going to take a 71-point turn. Not necessary. Alright, mortars are opening up on our vehicles. We do not want to damage the pipeline too, by the way, so that's why we've been very hesitant to advance. I mean, it's government property that we're trying to recapture. Oh wow, mortar's doing a good job of removing our armor as well. Some of our very specific armor pieces are being ripped off. Speaking of rip-off, it's about time to capture that oil pumping station, so let's flank around the back. Hello! Now they might have AT or something, so we're going to back up a little bit. Or we're going to support those infantrymen as they advance. That was my dream from before, by the way, was to, you know, advance with this BTR and then drop off our troops here and allow them to flank. Probably a good thing we didn't, because there's still some enemy troops here. Our guys are reloading. We've still got a lot of guys in the back. We'll worry about crossing there as soon as we can. As soon as we can do that. Hold on a second. Yeah, get out of the way. Run. Oh yeah, they're scared. I'd be scared too. All right, those mortars are still cooking off pretty good. There we go. We're opening fire here. Now let's get our MG here in first-person mode. Whoa, hold on a second, buddy. Where are you going? Oh, he's like in auto mode. Oh, shit, he died. He was doing the shooting his own. There we go. This is what I wanted. Can I take control? Let me see if I can direct control this guy. Here we go. All right. Taking a couple of shots on these guys on the mortars. Wow, it's like I'm playing squad. Sweet. It's actually very cool. All right, some more troops there. These guys are better shots than I am. Our friendlies, anyway. Alright, so let's continue to go back then and have the rest of these guys come up. So a good fighting position there. Those enemies were really able to knock us down there on that ridge. Even with our BTR. There we go. Now we've got ourselves some mortars to use against the Americans. Alright. Ooh. Another position. Alright, let's get to the other side of these mortars and see if we can open up on these guys. Oh, we're gonna take... Oh, come on now. Oh, damn, a whole squad eliminated from those guys. I figured they would just kind of run through here and take cover on the bags. I didn't think they'd run out up here and get shot at. That's not good. Alright, well, it doesn't matter. We've still got plenty of troops. And like I said, the key here is to advance, and we do not have time on our side. Our orders are to do this as quickly as possible. Alright, let's get going. Let's advance with the tank and the infantry. Have them all come up together. BTR shooting at the enemy troops that are around the pumping station. Luckily, we can capture that. I'm not going to be a fool twice and go back to that mortar position. We'll recapture that later. So we're going to advance up the road where there's a little bit of cover by the elevation of the road being a little lower. We'll sneak behind these mortars. See if we can capture the high ground on one of these. I'm not going to run through the lower area anymore. There we go. Some of our guys finally getting into position. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Wanted a position here to push them back. Alright, so we've got our tank moving up. I can hear it. Ah, good. T-80U made it through. And so are our reinforcements. Okay, so we've got ourselves a Lion of Babylon, a T-72M, a BTR, and a couple other units in the back that just simply need to be brought up. No problem. We can get these guys up here pretty soon. Alright, let's move in on that pumping station. Alright, come on now. Alright, so our next objective is to make sure that this side of the river is completely clear. It is now time to do a little bit of cleanup. Enemy soldier there is down, and there seems to be one more still by the river. Pumping station is ours, the second objective captured. Let's go ahead and see if we can finish off any soldiers that happen to be down by the river. Let's see if we can find these guys. A couple of our guys out on patrol. Oh, there he is. Let's see if we can hit him. Oh, there we go. I see the throw grenade. Oh, it's a couple guys. Oh, he was getting ready to throw a grenade at us. All right. Objective complete then. This side of the river has been captured. We can also capture T-62 reactive armor and a few other tanks that were damaged and or destroyed. Looks like our tank here from earlier is back up, so our force is doing really well. We'll get that tank crewed up, and we'll get to crossing the river next time. All right, I'll see you guys.